It's next to impossible to trade penny stocks specifically on the charts. You gotta know what's going on behind the scenes. Fundamental analysis is just as important, and I will give you 3 keys to that fundamental analysis coming up. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad, and this channel is specifically dedicated to helping you be your own boss. Whether that is in trading in a stock market or running your own business as an entrepreneur, this channel wants to help you do that, obtain that financial freedom, and just be able to do whatever you want, when you want, however you want to do it. And so if you want to see more content such as that, I certainly would appreciate a subscribe and a thumbs up to this video, as I'm going to give you a multitude of golden little nuggets to help you with your day trading career. So today's topic is fundamental trading. Now, you guys know, if you've been following me for a long time, that I cut my teeth on the OTCs, and I still trade them every day, just about. But I've obviously broadened my horizons a little bit, but you know, the roots are always going to be in the OTC penny stock world, and they'll never leave. And so one thing that was really crucial to trading penny stocks is fundamental trading, looking into the health of the company to see how it could potentially run if dollar volume started to roll in. And so in just a second, I'm going to give you 2 examples of a stock that I would consider purchasing or taking a position on, and then one that I would suggest staying away from. And in these 2 examples, I'm going to be looking for those 3 keys to fundamental trading that I think are really crucial to making those buying or selling decisions, or maybe just the decision to stay away. And so those 3 things are looking through the quarterly filings, trying to find whether or not they have an extreme amount of convertible debt, looking at the share structure. Is the share structure looking like it's good enough to move if the right amount of dollar volume comes in? And then finally, are they current? Do they have all their filings together? Those are the 3 keys that I think are going to set you up for a good outcome when looking to make a buying or selling decision, or like I said, just staying away. Now, obviously, there's other factors that could potentially, move a stock or what have you. Dollar volume is king, cash is king. If the money's flowing in, sometimes these fundamentals don't matter. If there's a strong enough catalyst, it can move just about any stock out there. All right, so the platform that I'm showing you here with the chart of SIML is WeTrade HQ. This is the platform that me and my partner Jake have created for like-minded individuals to come and learn and grow and celebrate each other's success when it comes to day trading. You can search your favorite tickers, talk about them amongst your friends, amongst all kinds of other free tools that we provide for you here at WeTrade HQ. And I think it's a really great platform. Come and join the 5,000 members that have already done so and are having a blast at our platform. So without further ado, SIML, when I look for a chart, let's just say something pops up on my scanner, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the chart. So obviously you can see that there's a significant downtrend on SIML, so that's probably your first red flag. And that is obviously from a technical standpoint, but you can actually notice that it looks as if there is some dilution going on, which means that there are shares being dumped into the float of a stock, which would cause this to not run as easily if there were not shares being dumped in on this stock. And so what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go to otcmarkets.com. I'm going to pull this up and look to see what the fundamentals look like for SIML. So this is the next step in my process. I'm going to pull up SIML on otcmarkets.com. The first thing I'm going to look for is to see if it's pink current. And so what that means is that they have all of their filings together, which is typically a good thing. Sometimes you'll see a stop sign here, a caveat emptor. Those typically aren't positive things. You really kind of want to see all that the company has to show you in order to make a educated buying decision with the best possible outcome. There are exceptions to this rule, obviously, but ultimately you really want to make sure that they're pink. The next thing that I'm going to look at is the security details. So if I go up here, the first thing you're going to see when you pull up SIML is this tab right here, the overview, but I want to go to security details and look at the share structure. And looking at this share structure, it's really not all that bad. 98 million in the float as of July 22nd, and it's really not looking too terrible at all. Having said that, what I went ahead and did is I pulled up the latest Q filing, and I see here that they have nearly $1 million in convertible notes. So what this means is that they still have $1 million worth of shares to convert onto this stock. So they're going to continuously dilute this stock until there's hardly anything left of it. The only thing that's going to save this is if they come up with a significant a very significant catalyst that will bring in dollar volume. But most smart traders will go straight to this Q filing and see that there's a lot of debt that needs to be converted still and pass on this one rather quickly. You can also see that their assets are little to nothing. So they have 7 figures of debt. They have no assets. They have no positive cash flow. And it's really just not a good quality stock to buy into, especially considering there's not much good buying pressure coming through, and the buying pressure that is just gets snuffed out every time they dump shares back onto this stock. So this one, if I was doing my due diligence, I would look through this and say, you know what, I'm going to pass on SIML. What's the next good one that we can look at? So this next example is actually going to be a good example to show you how a good fundamental stock looks. Now, looking at this chart on is SRNA. This is a good example here because we actually traded this within my morning mentorship. And if you're not part of the morning mentorship, I highly encourage you to check out the links down below. I go live with folks via video chat in Zoom from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time. And then I'm also within a Discord group chat where I'm there all day long to answer questions, help folks, maybe provide an alert here or there if I see something moving. And people see a ton of value in that. So if you want to check that out, links are down in the description below. But SRNA has made a monster move, and this is the reason why. So I'm going to go look at the fundamentals again. I'm going to pull up SRNA on OTCmarkets.com. Going to look at the security details. I see that it's OTCQB, so that's even better than pink. It's current. They have that QB designation, which provides them a little bit more legitimacy. And looking at SRNA, you can see that the share structure is rather good still as well. And then I'm going to go to disclosures and then pull up their latest filing. And so I've already done that for you guys, and you can see that they are cash flow positive now. They actually came out with an 8K, and that's what caused this to move in the first place. So they came out with an 8K, which is another filing that as it relates to press releases, you can see that they are announcing that they are finally cash flow positive. Our quarter 2 2019 revenue was 4.2 million, a record and surpassing our previous high, yada, yada, yada. And it was in their Q filing. You can see that there. And they don't have any current convertible debt. You can see that there. They do have some liabilities there, but it's nothing that's too detrimental to the stock, which is why it ran up so significantly. You can see this here that there's just so much buying pressure all the way down from 2 cents and ran as high as 10 cents. This was an amazing run for our morning mentorship peeps, and this is what you're looking for when you're looking for a quality stock from a fundamental standpoint. So that's pretty much it. There's 3 keys that you really want to look for, and the one big one, honestly, is the convertible debt. That's what's going to hold a stock back on a significant catalyst every single time. If they're actively converting their shares and dumping them onto the share structure, that basically means that when you're making an order, you're buying some debt holders' shares. And so they start to become more and more worthless the more shares that they dump onto this particular stock. So that's something that you're really going to want to keep your eye out for, and just specifically trying to trade off of a chart without looking at that can really hurt you in the long run when you're trying to trade these small penny stocks. So if that helps you guys understand how penny stocks work a little bit better, I certainly would appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe, and also hit that notification bell if you want to see more content such as this and you want to get notified as soon as it gets uploaded. And that is it for me, guys. Again, check the links down in the description if you want to join the morning mentorship group, or check out WeTradeHQ.com. I certainly would appreciate that. And that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much. As always, I will see you all before the bell, and B Smith is out.